It's about that time.
That's right. That's right. Dragon Ball Z. Or actually, more accurately, anything from the Dragon Ball franchise. Now, quick little backstory before we get started. If it wasn't for Dragon Ball, I would not be here. That's how I found my artistic talent when I was 6, drawing Dragon Ball Z characters. I used to do that until the Boondocks came on, drew those characters. I didn't even really get my first art class, my first proper art class, until I was a senior in high school. I learned some from my 6th and 8th grade teachers, but nonetheless, I say all that to say I owe everything, these videos, my art job, my art degree, to Akira Toriyama, Toei Animation, and everybody who worked on Dragon Ball Z. So, that's why we're drawing it. Now, if you've been following along, we're halfway through the style challenge. We have my style, aka the artist style, of the Proud Family style. We have Rugrats. Now, let's move on now. If you probably, it's showing up. Probably see I already, jumped the gun and started. It's because there are a lot of details when drawing Dragon Ball, and I wanted to make sure I can fit everything in, so it was just like a quick sketch. It still might end up looking totally different, but without further ado, let's get started. So now, similar to how I did with my style, how you figure sketch period, you got the circle with the line. So let's make this more prominent, it shows up more. Now the thing with Dragon Ball characters, depending on who's drawing it, who's animating it, it's a longer face, and it's more top heavy, wider, rather than, more akin to how the skull naturally is. The ears are much bigger. And for reference point, I've seen some with the hairline beginning halfway, and again, that's depending on whoever's animating it at the time. A lot of people go by like the modern character designs from Dragon Ball Super, which is Yamamuro, but I prefer Yamamuro's old work when he worked on Z with the bigger forehead. So let's just mark that off. Actually, let's actually build the line. It's gonna get covered up anyway, so it's just really there for reference. The trickiest part, the eyes, nose, and mouth. But one thing I did see that I liked was the mouth lining up with the corners of the jaw. So you can get that there. Now, unlike how when you figure sketch, the nose is going to come below the circle. So to do the nose, the mouth could be what you want. I just had it as a frown. I'll probably go back and fix it how I want. To do the nose, let's use this middle line. You might end up erasing it, redoing it. It depends on how the eyes turn out, really. So let's do a straight line, come near the mouth, and just cut over. Now from that starting point, let's branch out diagonal, and then just like kind of connect it. Shade that in. Now is for my favorite part, and honestly the trickiest part, the part that'll probably give you the most headaches. These eyes. And it's because the eyes of Dragon Ball characters are so recognizable. A lot of people, like including myself to this day, just draw eyes randomly in sketchbooks and notebooks. It's like something you really want to get right because that's where all the emotion is. And if you want to draw anger like a Super Saiyan, you really want to get these right. So let's try it. I have the tendency to put these two like too far close to each other. So I'm going to intentionally spread them out. So we're going to start over here with a simple line. And you're going to draw a diagonal and give it some curve. And then you're going to, on the bottom, instead of following, making that parallel, going to go in a different angle so it opens up more. And you're going to slant that. Actually, let's make it wider. Draw the eyes. Eyebrows kind of follow the same trajectory as, I guess, the upper lid, the upper line of the eye. And just make it look angry. Now this eye has always been easy for me to draw. Those are the random eyes I draw all the time. The other eye is what gives me the headache. So again, I have a problem with making them too close, so we're going to bring it over here and just hope for the best. Now that looks decent, but I'm a perfectionist, so, and I'm actually mad. That's one of the best times I drew that eye. I'm gonna just move it over oh so slightly. I like where this eye is. So that's much better to me, at least. Now let's get rid of some of the confusion. Keep that middle line. Anger eyebrow, anger eyebrow. Just get some of the dirty stuff out of there. And don't worry, you're drawing small. If you do watch the series, you notice, like when I draw a full body, it's not as detailed. People try to base it off, you know, the closer up seals that you see, like those are the most prominent pictures. You're not going to be able to get that down when you're drawing something, you know, this small. So it's really just practicing perfection, hoping for the best. Now, my character has earrings. I forgot that when I did the Rugrats style. So before I go any further, well, one actually, let me get a neck here. I'm drawing the neck slimmer because in the series, if you watch Dragon Ball Super, they have female Saiyans from Universe 6, and from Universe 7, excuse me. We follow Universe 6. Oh my god, I'm confused. I feel like such a bad fan. We follow Universe 7. Oh wow. This is awful. It's been a minute since I watched the series. By the way, the alternate universe from the one we keep up with, that is really gonna kill me. I feel awful. No, I legit want to stop this and look it up. This is a brain fart for someone who's like a mega fan. So we're gonna draw these Patara earrings. If you know me, you've seen me wear these earrings. So if they look random or weird or girlies, I know they're cosplay. worn by Kaioshins, basically gods of the show. Creator gods, I should say. Most notably known for fusions. Now let's get to no, details matter. So if you want to express anger, you can, these little hash lines, too little. Let's get under the eye as well. Just add some intensity. Now let's get to, other than the eyes, probably the most iconic part of Dragon Ball characters, the hair. So, first things first. It sounds like a broken record at this point. Now, instead of going at the neck, how I've been doing previous styles, I really like it when the Dragon Ball characters, their hair starts right under the ear. So here's where we're gonna go with it. And now let's get these spikes. The part, make sure you keep the middle of the hairline over here. My part is going to begin over here. You go up, comes down, and then you curve it. Depending on what you're looking at, like I said, different animators have different artistic styles. I don't like it when it's blocky. Like I say, that's how Yamamuro kind of draws it now. And most people prefer his older work, the one that Yuya Takahashi brought back to Dragon Ball Super, which is, you know, like free-flowing, more naturalistic, closer to Dragon Ball Z style, where the hair isn't just blocks. You know, they have some curve to it, have some flow. So I try to copy that as best as I can. Those are the bangs. You're gonna do a lot of erasing because it's gonna get confusing if you don't. So, instead of doing a straight line, you don't want it to be blocky. Like I said, give it some flow, so let it curve. And you're just gonna bring it to a point and have a curved line over here. I'll do another one. So and you do that in any direction you want, depending on what your character's hair looks like. That's up to you. I'm gonna finish the design of my characters here. Alright, got my hair done. Foot falling asleep. Oh god, yeah, that hurts. Alright, the hair shape done. I'm liking that. It shows the part. It has the legendary, you know, saying spikes. So, you know what's next if you've been following along. I'm just gonna hard line and shade. Alright, and that's a general idea how your Saiyan should look from the series. That is the very reason I'm an artist, the very reason I'm here with you. Alright. Hope everyone's happy with the character. I'm having a lot of fun with this. And I will see you in the next video with the next cartoon. See ya.